嗨，上回说到外星生物拿起针头靠近贝蒂，我们继续接着上回的录音。
I asked him what he's going to do with it. And he said just a simple test to vulture me. And he said he just wants to put it in my navel. And I'm crying and I tell him it's hurting. And then the leader, he goes over and he puts his hand, runs his hand in front of my eyes. And he says, I'll be alright. I won't feel it. And all the pain goes away. I asked the leader, I said, why did they stick the needle in my navel? And he said it was a pregnancy test. Examiner he helped me get up off the table, and I put my dress on so I can go back to the car. And he said, Barney isn't ready yet. And so then I began to get worried, and I asked him why it was taking so long with Barney. And he said, well, they were doing a few more tests with him, but he'd be right along in a minute. And now I wasn't afraid at all. I started talking with the leader, and I said to him, what I needed was some proof. So he laughed, and he said, well, what kind of proof? What would I like? And I said, well, if he could give me something to take back with me, then people would believe it. And so he told me to look around, and maybe I could find something. And there wasn't much around, but on the cabinet, there was a book. I put my hand on the book and I said, could I have this? And the leader laughed, and he asked me if I thought I could read it. I could have the book if I wanted it. And I said, Barney's coming. He said, yes, you can go back to the car now. I got the book, all ready to go down the ramp, but some of the other men are talking. The leader comes over and takes my book. I said, you promised me I could have the book. He said, but the others object. They don't want you to have it. And I said, but this is my proof. If you take the book away from me, I'll have no proof that this has happened. And he said, they don't want you to know it's happened. They want you to forget all about it. I won't forget about it.
外星人也太不讲诚信了吧！答应了又反悔，别忘了订阅，快来黑河频道直接看完整介绍吧。